Baik, penampilan selanjutnya adalah perwakilan dari kelas 1 MA Putri melawan kelas 3 SMP Putri. Beri tepuk tangan yang meriah. Dipersilakan untuk mengambil undian judul dan penentuan tim pro dan kontra. Untuk kelas 3, mana perwakilannya? Untuk kelas 1 MA Putri mendapatkan undian tim kontra dan kelas 3 SMP Putri mendapatkan undian tim pro dengan judul Apakah sekolah umum lebih baik dari homeschooling? Is public school better than homeschooling? Thank you. Untuk kedua tim, apakah sudah siap? Baik. Dipersilakan kepada pembicara satu dari tim pro untuk menyampaikan pendapat terlebih dahulu selama 3 menit, dimulai dari sekarang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from 3rd grade of Junior High School. We as the pro team, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Sophie as the first speaker, and this is my friend. The name is Urfi as the second speaker, and that is also my friend. The name is Caca as the third speaker. And now we will explain our opinion about public school is better than homeschooling. I agree that public school is better than homeschooling. Why? Because public schools have a curriculum system that has been tested and determined by the school and the Ministry of Education in the form of a learning curriculum. This curriculum system allows children to learn many subjects starting from arithmetic, social knowledge, natural knowledge, language, art, and culture. Learning time is also adjusted to the school schedule. Apart from curriculum lessons, children can also get additional lessons in other fields through extracurricular activities such as sports, arts, or curtain groups. The situation of the learning environment must also be considered because it will influence child's mood in their educational development. In school, the learning environment tends to be more conducive because the educational facilities are better organized. Education costs are often an important consideration for parents when deciding to send their child to school or be homeschooled. Of course, when talking about costs, it will be very flexible because education costs vary between schools. For a good education, of course, it will require commensurate costs too. Most importantly, public schools have a wide scope, social interaction and friendships for children, and that make the children have courage to socialize in place they might visit next and stay connected with their peers. And for example, the educational facilities such as whiteboards, science laboratories, computer rooms, sport facilities, and other facilities. Apart from that, children will also have peers who will develop together more systematically. In this way, children can have broader learning experience and friendships. Thank you.
Baik, dipersilahkan kepada pembicara satu dari tim kontra untuk menyampaikan pendapat selama 3 menit, dimulai dari sekarang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are the delegation of first grade of senior high school girl. In this occasion, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Azilda. I'm as the first speaker of my group, and this is my friend Filani Anissa as the second speaker, and this is my friend Hilda Zara as the third speaker. In this occasion, we would like to deliver our argumentation that homeschooling is better than general school. Why? Because seen from the learning process that tend to be individual, it shows that homeschooling can provide a maximum result on each children portion. We all know that children have a different potential, right? So we have to pay attention to the ability of every children. It is different with homeschooling. It is different with general school. With a large number of children in one class, which only monitored by one or two mayors or two teachers, of course, this will make a confusion in many ability because they have a different character and different ability. So from this reason, I will emphasize that I prefer choose homeschooling than general school. Thank you.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara kedua dari tim pro untuk menguatkan pendapat pembicara satu selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, I'm a second speaker. So, we take an example from one of the Indonesian artists, namely Ayunda Fazal Maudia, who we usually know as Maudi Ayunda. She was successful with her bachelor's and master degrees, namely Bachelor's of Art, Master of Art, and Master of Business Administration. Unlike most artists who take homeschooling education, she prefers to take general education while busy in the entertainment world. Since childhood, she has been an active, smart, and intelligent student. She studied elementary school at Al-Azhar until 2nd grade and continued her education at Mentari Intercultural School and graduation from junior high school. At high school level, she studied at British Elementary School and became a well-respected student council president. In 2013, she studied at Oxford University, majoring in PPA, Philosophy, Politics, and Economics in just 3 years, and graduated in 2016 and received distinction cum laude, and she received Bachelor's of Art degree. With her cum laude grades, Maudi Ayunda received an LPDP scholarship funded by the Indonesian government to continue her master or doctoral program at the best university at home and abroad. And in 2019, she chose Oxford University to take double degree, master's degree. First, become spokesperson for Indonesia's G20 presidency in 2022. Second, at the age of 26, Maudi Ayunda is included in the Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia 2021 ranking as a top young entrepreneur. Third, established Maudi Ayunda for their future educational options. And thank you.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara kedua dari tim kontra untuk menguatkan pendapat pembicara satu selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. And now let me strengthen the argument of my first speaker. That we prefer the homeschooling than general school. As my friend said, that individual learning allows children to learn diligently and focusedly. Teachers can supervise children in the learning process so that children's understanding of lesson will be more optimal. Likewise, in the one scope of homeschooling, so children will not be easily exposed to the dangers of the outside world. That way, the learning process will be more organized and in accordance with the portion of the children. So children don't need to feel burdened with the lesson being taught because it is appropriate to their portion. With that reason, once again, I emphasize that we prefer the homeschooling than general school. Thank you.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara ketiga dari tim pro untuk menyimpulkan pendapat pembicara 1 dan 2 selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thanks for the time. I am the third speaker. So the conclusion of our opinion that a public school can make a children become more active individual and have a easily mingle. It means children can interact with people with various personalities, background, social, and different economy. And this can open their minds and broaden their knowledge about the world. And public school can also provide the experience that are closer to real life. So students can learn how to adapt to various situations and demands they may face in the future, including in working in team and facing problems. And from the experience they gain from a public school, this can open their minds and from independent and more mature character in facing problems. So we can take a conclusion: if a public school can shape a character of the young generation that our country hopes for today. As we know, in our country today, there are many widespread demonstrations in everywhere, and this is due to differences opinion between the government and the society, which can trigger the conflict. So the character of the younger generation is needed to be more mature and experienced. And from the public school, children can have many experience because children can meet with people with a different character. So if children are not accustomed to adapting to various situations and different character of people, how can they face the demands they may face in the future? And public school are best place to train a children competitive spirit because of in public school have a strong competitive edge. Thanks.
Dipersilakan kepada pembicara ketiga dari tim kontra untuk menyimpulkan pendapat pembicara 1 dan 2 selama 2 menit dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation, but I will strengthen my friend argumentation. As we know, I agree with homeschooling education because when the child is studying in the home, of course, they comfortable at home and more get a focus of the lesson. And because of that, we can take a conclusion from this statement if from our argumentation, home is become a safety place and comfortable place for returning, and where the child will go, of course, home become place for returning, right? And it's different with other people that who did study in general school that they forget the time for coming back in the home. From this argumentation, we can take a conclusion if homeschooling is an effective way to give best education for children. Thank you.
Baik, memasuki sesi kedua. Kepada tim pro dipersilahkan untuk menguatkan pendapatnya selama 3 menit dan tim kontra diperbolehkan untuk menyanggah selama 1 menit. Dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, I say it again. If I agree that public school is better than homeschooling, why? Public school is suitable for parents who are busy to working, so parents can to stick their child in school because in school the learning time,
Yes. Okay, thank you for your argumentation. If you say that some parents were busy and there are some people who are busy and they take other schedule with homeschooling and they take other schedule, so what we are discussing but it's not about which is better than homeschooling. I mean the best we are discussing about the best education for our child. We all know the parent have to know about the children ability, right? The parent have to understand, have to pay attention with the children ability. So we as a parent have to know about the children ability. So for example, they have some busy schedule, so we can take other time such as provide a homeschooling methods. So how about the parents how about the students that they have some difficulty about the lesson that provide in general school? Can you guarantee that they will be success in general school? Okay, can you answer?
Okay, I will answer. Of course, parents have known the child's ability, so parents put in public school because in public school have a curriculum system that has been tested and determined by the school and the Ministry of Education. Because if in homeschooling system the role of parents is very dominant for children, so children success is very
Instruction.
parents want. Okay,
May I?
thank you.
Okay, so if you say that school the general school is better than homeschooling. So how about the morality, the lack of morality in students nowadays? We all know that in outside world is very dangerous, right? So don't you know that there are a few of children that lack of moral values due to the promiscuity. Do you know promiscuity?
Mohon maaf,
Promiscuity is
waktu sanggahan habis.
okay. Thank you. Okay, now I will answer about your question. So, not all of the public school have many promiscuities, and you cannot decide that because this is a work for a school to educate the student how to study be well and how to tolerance and respect for the friends. The rights of the friends. Thanks. So you can't to speak if all of public school have many promiscuities. Thanks. Okay, one more again. I agree that public school is better than homeschooling. Why? Because the circle of friendship is wider. So children can meet with friends with various background, and in this way, children can learn how to tolerate and respect for each other, and not see the differences as a bad things. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. But can you guarantee that children are safe at school? Because the Indonesian Child Protection Commission revealed that more than 207 children were abuse victims of school, either than from the teacher, from the friends, and etc. And of course, it makes the parents worry about their children's condition at school. And do you guarantee about the
Mohon
safety
maaf,
of the children?
waktu sanggahan habis. Untuk tim pro, waktu tersisa 10 detik.
Okay, so now, I will answer about your question. So of course, parents have think about the consequence how to put the child
Mohon
in
maaf,
public
untuk tim pro, waktu habis.
Dipersilahkan kepada tim kontra untuk menguatkan pendapatnya selama 3 menit, dan tim pro diperbolehkan untuk menyanggah selama 1 menit, dimulai dari sekarang.
Okay, thank you for your argumentation. So I will emphasize first time again that I agree with homeschooling than general school. Why? Because we all know that in outside world it is very dangerous world, right? And according to Compasiana.com, as many as 54% of children has exposed to the dangers of outside world in the promiscuity. So of course, to avoid this, the homeschooling be the most effective solution for the parents. So don't you know that there are many children who are tend to use the school as a place for playing and be stylish. School is no longer as the place for seriously study. So the school is not the barrier for someone to get a learning process that's very successful. Thank you.
Okay, now I want to strengthen the argument of my friends that we prefer the homeschooling than general school because, as we know, children who chooses to study at general school tend to like freedom, which could lead them to the free association. This is of course different from homeschooling, where parents can continue to monitor their children's social interaction, right, so that children will be avoided from the free association. So with that reason, once again, we emphasize that we prefer the homeschooling learning method than general school. Thank you.
Interruption. Yes. So a home can be a comfortable place, but how if the condition of the home is not good? It's like what? It's like divorce for the parents. Thanks. Okay, thank you for your argumentation. If you say that home is not support for the home that not support doesn't support the learning process, so we can take other solution for it. The homeschooling we can as the parent, we have to know about the children's ability, right? So we can take other time for studying. The homeschooling is not only informal lesson. We can only take other solution for it, such as making every activity such as learning. So every time we can use for learning. It's like that. Thank you.
Untuk tim kontra, waktu terus berjalan.
Okay, I will strengthen my friend's argumentation that of course homeschooling is not only the must take teacher from outside, because the parent and the family too can be a teacher from for the child. Except in learning daily activities, we can make example that parent can make daily activities to be learning daily activities, as like when shopping, going out, and etc. And of course, because if we use that method, of course, every time we can use it the time for learning, right?
Okay, yes, that is true. But how about the parents if doesn't have time for the children? So this can be greatly influenced for their growth and their way of thinking. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Now let us change the case, right? But I still agree with the existence of homeschooling
Mohon maaf,
because
waktu habis. Beri tepuk tangan yang meriah.